thing I tell people I'm most proud of is I have two sons. One of them's a major in the United States Army, and he is, in his 11 years of service, has spent 4.5 years in combat. So he is a generation like the great generation of World War II, Korea, the Vietnam generation, who just did multiple tours over there. He is one of probably 3 million young men and women who, when they came into the Army, they knew they were at war, they stayed, they did repetitive tours, and they kept coming back, and they kept coming back. And you know why they come back? They come back because we take care of them. They like what they're doing. They know that when they go out on the battlefield, that they can trust that their leadership is going to give them all the resources, the leadership, the tools, the resources they need to get the job done. And this is a wonderful country that we've done, and again, you have all been part of that as we've executed that out there on the ground. My other son's an accountant at PricewaterhouseCoopers. He's going to make money for the family, to take care of us as we move into our senior years. I want to talk as a vehicle to have a discussion with you about leadership in crisis. And I'm going to share some of my personal experiences, those of some of my friends. But a lot of this all really gets right down to what's important in organizations and what's important in life. And it's really trust, and it's really giving credit to where credit is due, and then accepting responsibility as a leader for those things that don't go well, so that you can empower people to have the initiative to get the job done out there. You know, if we fix blame in any organization, it retards and constrains initiative. We need to figure out how to take the blame for everything and give the credit to everybody. And of course, one of our great Army leaders and one of our great presidents probably said it better than I can. This is part of the Army ethos. You know, I grew up here as a leader, and a leader eats last in line. The leader stays behind on the obstacle under fire until the team moves forward. The leader's in a place where they can make the decisions and expect responsibility. The leader gives orders and sees and has a vision to be able to empower the organization to get there. They define the end state. They tell you the critical tasks. They give you the curbs in the road so you can innovate, you can get out there, and you get things done. And part of that leadership responsibility to be able to do that is to say, when things go wrong, there's one person to blame, and it's me. And we don't see that happening everywhere in the world today. I mean, like the president of BP's speech after the Gulf incident, where he said, I just want to get my life back. I don't know how the people in the Gulf Coast felt, but I don't think they felt real good about that guy. And certainly he wasn't doing the job much longer after that. And Eisenhower getting out there, being at the right place at the right time. This is in England, before the 101st Airborne Division loaded up in airplanes to jump into Normandy, the largest invasion in history. And for those of you who know your American history, Eisenhower had to make some tough decisions about weather, about tides, and the conditions were set for this period of time in there, and he had to accept risks based on the window. And because he knew that things might not turn out correctly, he prepared to accept responsibility should he have to go back to the nation, go back to the Allies, go back to the world and tell them, based on the best estimates at the time, I made the best decision I could. The responsibility rests with me. Not with President Roosevelt, not with Prime Minister Churchill, not with the soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines of the Allied force that was invading, but me. It tells you a lot about a leader. It tells you a lot about why the Allies worked together so well under Eisenhower and why the troops got off that beach and got the job done. Inspirational leadership helps us move through challenging times if we can take that, harness it, and inspire the people who work for us to be innovators. You live in an innovative business, and innovation is what it's all about. So how do they know how far they can go, where they can stretch the envelope, those kind of things? Leadership, right from the get-go. What does success look like? Stay moral and ethical, values-based organization, we can get there.